Eric talk about that his dad would say, "Go on upstairs to your room, Eric. I'll be up in a minute." And it's like all of a sudden, all these little pieces of the puzzle are just falling into place.
Yeah.
I remember that, and all of a sudden it makes sense because Eric would be fine going upstairs. And Jose would go upstairs to be with Eric. And he would be up there for a while. I mean, long enough for us to make the dinner, long enough for us to eat it, and then to clean the kitchen.
Yeah.
But then Jose would come back downstairs and say, Eric isn't feeling well. He's not going to eat right now.
Right.
I'll give him his dinner later. Well, I've never realized that until Eric said what he did, and it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Eric and Lyle are my two cousins that are the children of Kitty and Jose. Kitty is my mom's younger sister. And my relationship with them was, I felt like I was Lyle and Eric's older sister. I lived with them for over a year, and that would have been in 1982 and 83. And it's been so many years, and I didn't think there was anything more for me to remember. And I'm realizing, oh yes, there is. Now, and I remember this time we were in the house and Eric had to have lemon.
Oh, yeah.
And he wasn't being a spoiled brat about it or anything. He was just desperate.
I remember the lemon thing.
You
Several
do?
times. Oh, yeah.
And he would just fall apart. He was just like, oh my God.
When we were at my dad's in Texas, he had to have a lemon, and my dad made fun of him. When he explained why he had to have it, it just...
He said it was the same way with ketchup.
Yes. Because Eric was made to swallow the semen. He found out that if he used a lot of ketchup or lemons, it would make the taste in his mouth go away. That just became a way of life. How vile all this was going on in our lives that we weren't aware of it, and Eric never told anybody.
Right. I just never, now.
Well, our mind doesn't go that way.
No.
I don't know if they ever would have told anybody what they were enduring. It wasn't a thing that boys wanted to let anybody know, that they were having sex with their father.
No one would ever go down that hall and go in that room and interrupt or see what's going on or anything, including Kitty. They are such good people, and they were tortured. Their dad tortured them, and their mom let it happen. And didn't run interference or stop anything or defend them.
The two boys and Jose would go into the master bedroom, and the door would close. And we're taking the boys for a shower. Well, I found it to be kind of strange because I felt they were old enough to take their own baths and their showers, whatever they were going to. Because I was at that age. I heard what sounded was a person, like a person's scream, if you want to call it, like a ah. And I got up to go down the hall. At that point, Kitty yelled out, looked at me and says, "You're not going down there. Get back here." And okay. As soon as Jose took either one of the boys into their room, the door was locked behind him. And Kitty made it very clear that she did not go down the hallway to listen or go near that door. If I would have ignored my aunt, if I would have ignored Kitty, and just went up to that door and knocked, I believed him. Straightforward. I believed him. Because of the noises I heard coming out of the room, the fact that Kitty would not allow me to go down the hallway to find out what was going on, how I wasn't allowed to see the boys right after they came out of the bedroom, all these different things just clicked. And that's when I really, really said to myself, you know what? That son of a bitch was actually doing what they say he was doing back in that bedroom.